Hi, everybody. I'm Joel Simmons for another 2-Minute Turf Talk, and I am very happy to announce that EarthWorks has reached a milestone with the EarthWorks Podcast. We just recorded our 100th episode, and we featured two of our most popular guests, Mr. Armen Suny and Mr. Dave Wilber. Kevin Hicks and I had the opportunity to sit down and chat with both of them about the state of our industry. Over the last 2 years, we've had some wonderful guests, and I want to thank everybody who has joined us as a guest here on the EarthWorks Podcast. And I definitely want to thank everybody who has listened and made this podcast so incredibly successful, so much more successful than we ever dreamt it could be. We've had some great guests, including Mr. Pete Wendt from Congressional. We interviewed Steve Rabideau right after the Open at Wingfoot. And we've always tried to bring some very informative guests on as consultants, like Mr. Wilber and our chemist Lawrence Mayhew and our agronomist Bill McKibben, who've spent much time talking soils with us. We've also had some great guests like Randy Booker from the Otter Club, who talked about a different perspective on growing grass as a golf course superintendent. It's never been easy to manage some of our guests, and here's a good example. I had the opportunity to record a podcast with my friend John Chassard, and it didn't start off quite as well as I would have liked. Take a listen. Good afternoon, everybody. Joel Simmons here with the EarthWorks Podcast. I am interviewing an old friend, which is making me very nervous, but I am interviewing a very old friend, John Chassard, who may have been one of our very first customers. At least he'll tell me that. And I think he has wind chimes in the background that are banging around. But that's
you can eliminate that.
Is there a way you can eliminate that?
There is.
Oh yeah, you gotta get rid of that. Sorry, that's no good. We're gonna have to start over.
I actually didn't think it would be this windy.
And get rid of that stick behind you. Is that a broom? Oh, for God's sake.
Is that any better?
Oh, yeah, much better.
How's that?
Perfect. Again, thank you all for participating in the EarthWorks Podcast. We couldn't do it without you. We're so grateful that we've hit 100. We hope to hit 100 more again and again. We now have 4 EarthWorks agronomists talking as hosts on the podcast. So please, if you haven't been a subscriber yet, subscribe to the EarthWorks Podcast. We'll try to bring you informative, funny, and entertaining guests every single week. Thank you so much.